Good morning and welcome back to our channel. Today's Sandcastle Tip of the day is going to be how we created her face. And it's a long journey. It took many days to kind of like figure it out. I had Kathy help me. It's a lot of fun. So stick with us and see how we created our aqua goddess face. Let's get right to it. I've placed the casting for her head, the water goddess head, a bit toward me, angled, so that it isn't a straight line, it's slightly serpentine. I think it'll give a better look for the sculpture, and I've laid out a line or two to help get that alignment. And then I'm going to rotate her tail too. So it should be a pretty dynamic composition. I started to block out her face, and I want her kind of looking upward. So I think I'm going to have to tilt her back a little bit more. But just starting to understand where she is in relationship to her body is, I think, important. And I'll continue to work on the pound ups and other things, knowing where I want her face to be. She has a ways to go, but I'm basically finding her in space in relationship to the rest of the piece. I think I'm starting to capture her. I'm going to change her expression on her face, but I'm really just looking at the massing right now to try to make sure I got her on the right track. Alignment and stuff like that. That's the most important part early, is to just get the big picture block out right. We're getting ready to pop the forms, and Scruffy is here doing her construction observation as the head inspector. Thank you for being here, Scruffy, and being a great inspector. We're going to pop these forms off and start blending the water goddess as a massing all together into one piece, which will be fun. I'm lowering and extending her neck by just dropping her shoulders. On both sides, always trying to keep an eye on my center line. And I'm gonna have a wave coming up. So I wanna try to find where the wave is in relationship to her body to just start to make her become more real. The crown is starting to come together. I think I'm going to shift to her face. Right now the face is looking just a little too masculine, and I want to get the face in the right place now as I work down from the top. I'll go back and finish the crown later. Using reference images, I've tried to essentially feminize this face and add the detail in the ear, and I think it's much better. It still has a little bit of work. This face has to be perfect. It's like the hero part of the sculpture, so spending a little extra time on it is important. But I'm really liking the energy. This water goddess, or aqua goddess, as my neighbor Jim suggested, is coming along very interesting, very cool. I like how her hair transitions into the upper aqueduct, and then the body becomes the lower aqueduct. Very bizarre. She's looking much better. She has a noble, princess-like look, which I think is what I'm trying to accomplish. Kathy took a look at some of the photos of this face, and she is an esthetician and has done a lot of work with faces and theatrical makeup, and she said it needs work. looks too man-like. So I went and studied photos of beautiful women. I literally Google searched it, and I can see the flaws now. And that's an important tip, is, you know, knowing how to see the flaws and see where you need to improve. And hopefully this will be a better looking female after we finish making the adjustments. So this should be fun. I think the face is coming along a lot better. I took away her jowls that were coming up here. I smoothed them way out, and I took a lot of age off of her, and I took a lot of masculine features off of her by doing that. I also did a better job with the eyes. I gave her some eyelashes, some eyebrows, and I feel better about the face in general. It only took a few minutes. What took the time was to see it. And if you've read that book, Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain, it's all about seeing it and using your energies to learn how to see the art. And I think that's so important. And that's what I'm trying to work on myself here. I'm trying to get better at seeing the shapes, especially the soft and organic ones. Nice job, Kathy. She's helping me with the face. She's an expert with faces. She loves the human anatomy and
There's
beautiful
so many
female faces.
planes and angles on a face. Just the eyelid alone, we could talk about that. I mean, we spent so much time in theatrical makeup and esthetician school just with that plane of the eye. Right now we're doing like the cheekbone, the zygomatic arch, and trying to bring that out. We've already thinned the bridge of the nose here. We brought this down. If you go and look at other examples, videos, you're going to see that this was very hard. This was a straight edge that came all the way down, and you know, through the golden ratios of thirds across the face. This,
wouldn't you know, the trash truck shows up.
You had a harder, like more Romanesque nose, and we're gonna make this more feminine. So I'm sure some people are.
It's looking good, sweetheart.
Go in and I'm sure some people can just go in and do this very quickly.
With practice. Hey, look at who's joining us.
Hey.
Hi, Ab. Hi, Maya. I had to call in the heavy duder.
You got some help?
Yeah, she knows the faces, so I had to call in to help. Maya, so good to see you. Thank you, Ab.
Kathy's doing a great job.
She's doing a fabulous job.
You know how to do makeup.
Yeah, theatrical makeup is her expertise, and she's making her look much better. If you enjoyed today's Sandcastle tip of the day on how we carved our aqua goddess face, smash the like button. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures in sand. We've got interviews scheduled, we've got projects that are booking, and it's going to be a great time to share our art with you. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye.